Hey guys, welcome back once again. So the story we're going to explain today is called Stalked. This is the second part of our explained reef story. If you haven't seen the first part, you can find the link below. So the story begins and we see a man named Luke who wants to go on a sea tour, for which he has also bought a boat, but he does not want to go alone. So he called his friend Matt and his girlfriend Susie and his sister Claire. These people are actually going to go to Water Indonesia, which is quite easy to see. But it is not possible that there is no romance in the stories we have explained. So they all go for their wonderful journey, but they make a mistake. They had chosen the wrong route, because on the way they are going, they will find many rocks in the middle of it. So they will not see them, but they will cause a lot of damage. Because they are under the sea, but unknowingly they have come out on the road. And everyone is very happy because after so many days they have planned such a trip together. They have also attached a lifeboat behind their boat which may be useful to them. What do you think? Well, after traveling for a while, they see an island called Almasken in front of them. Everyone is crazy about its beauty, but everyone has only seen it in photos because it is not possible for anyone to go near it. So they all move their boat away and go to that island by live boat. Everyone enjoys diving and enjoying the beauty of the sea. Meanwhile, Claire sees a shark below, but it was too small so she does not pay much attention. And then she comes up and everyone goes and sits on the island and spends a good time. And after a while, Warren waves from the boat and tells everyone to come closer. Actually, their main boat was stuck on a rock, because of which it was very difficult to move it forward. So everyone thinks about how to get it out. But nothing happens and time was also running out. So they have to anchor at the end. After a while, the boat comes out and they start their journey ahead. So friends, now they have to go far away, which will take about 15 to 20 days. Everyone enjoys the meal brought with them, and the day passes by just like that. And the night comes. Now it is not so easy to spend the night in the middle of the sea. But they are used to it. Now there was one more thing to consider here. From the route they are going, neither a commercial ship is going nor a passenger boat, because it is on a deserted route. Well, after spending a night on the boat, it is morning. And first of all, Luke and Claire get up and go to the deck and start talking. After a while, they go down to get food. But then an accident happens. Their boat had turned over. But how? Everyone was under the water now. But a while ago, everything was calm. Everyone was enjoying the view. But now the atmosphere has become so much panic. They are most afraid of sharks here, which can come at any time after hearing the movement. So they have to come up immediately. Now first of all, Claire and Susie come up, but still the rest of the people were down. When they start making both sounds, Luke and Warren also come up, but the mate was still down. Claire is very worried about him. She herself tells him to go down, but Luke refuses and goes down himself. After searching, he finds his mate stuck behind a wall. He immediately brings him up, after which everyone is very happy to see each other. No one was hurt, but now their problems will increase. Because whatever food and drink they had, everything has gone bad. Now there's only one boat left. How to use it, they don't even know. So like a common man, they first try to straighten the boat, but she went and entered a rock, so the work was not that easy. They think of climbing it one by one, from where they see no ship or boat. As I told you earlier, if you can see, then there is water in which there are many types of creatures. No one knows this. Now Luke says that we should swim and go to the nearby island, because no ship passes from the place where we are stuck. So the mate says that why don't we contact someone with the help of radio. But Luke said that he must have been completely drenched by now, and it is very difficult to get back on it. On top of that, it is a very old model. We have to drop this idea. Then Susie asks how far is the nearby island from here. So he tells that it is about 15 miles. That means it can take him many days to get there, and swimming will be equal to risking your life. But Luke believed that he had no other option. Now all their food has also been finished, so they have to do this. Warren refuses to go, because he had an idea that if he got into the water, anything can happen at any time. Claire also agreed to it, but the remaining people were ready to go. But Luke and his mate bring a swimsuit before going down, and an emergency light too. Everyone wears their own suit, but no one's face showed that they would be able to do this. Everyone was scared. So one by one, the three get down and Claire and Warren remain on the boat. But when they go a little far, Claire also has a question in her mind. She should have gone with them because her brother is alone there. So she goes against her will. But before going, she asks Warren for the last time. Will he go with her? But he refuses. So she says goodbye and comes to her people. 3 hours pass and these people had come a long way. But still that island is quite far. Everyone was slowly moving forward while swimming. That's when Claire sees something black in the water. She gets very scared. So Luke goes down to see, but there was nothing there. So they start moving forward again. Meanwhile, they see a strange thing floating in front of them, which was very big and very hard to see. Now no one is willing to go to him. But when the mate goes to him, he turns that thing. Then we see that it is actually a tortoise whose head was missing. It means that an animal had eaten its head. Now this is not the work of any human. It must be the work of a big marine creature. But who is that creature? Now these 4 people understand that they have to run away from here quickly. Otherwise they will also be in a state like a tortoise. Their head will be somewhere else, and the body will be somewhere else. On the other hand, we see Warren. Now friends, he is alone, and on top of that he feels something. That as sharks are roaming around him, he looks around. So he actually sees a shark too. But who knows, this is his illusion. Well, what do you think? Was his decision to stay on that boat right or wrong? Or should he have gone with his friends? Do tell us by commenting below. There, Clear in the water again sees something. But this time Susie scolds him, because by doing this she was scaring everyone. But when the mate looks down, he also does not see anything this time. But when Luke looks under the water, he sees a shark a little far away, which was very big to see. He comes up and tells everyone to swim fast, but everyone panics by this, and most of all Claire, who starts crying. But the mate makes her quiet and immediately takes her away from there. But now the shark was roaming around her and was getting closer, and there comes a time when she bumps into Susie's hands and goes away, by which the surfing boat slips from her hands. To take it, the mate goes, but before he goes, Luke looks down and he does not see the shark anywhere. So he tells everyone that now she is gone. So the mate also goes down to get the surfing boat. But then the shark suddenly attacks his feet and he starts screaming. Everyone comes to him and sees his feet. He was missing. They only had blood and blood. And seeing their brother's condition, Claire's tears were not stopping. His brother says that you guys go away from here, I can't swim anymore. If you stay here, you will die. The decision was difficult for those people, but they had to do it. They all leave him there and move on. But Claire's heart was still not agreeing, leaving her brother for such a mania. But Susie makes him understand and takes him away. But when Luke turns around and looks back, 3 to 4 sharks were taking the mate down from the beach, in which he was screaming, but he could not do anything. So they move on, and so the day also passes. And the night comes, which can be more dangerous than the day, because now he can't even see where the shark is. Taking advantage of this, she picks up the shark and starts roaming around them. At first, they don't see anything, but when the water starts to shake after a while, then they find out that something is around. Then they hold each other and just start praying to God. And in the morning, the shark was around them, but it didn't do anything to them. Maybe it was the effect of their prayer. When Claire opens her eyes in the morning, the other 2 were a little far away from her. She immediately picks up everyone. Then she shows everyone that island, which means they have reached their destination. But will they be able to reach the island or not? We will find out later. Now the 3 of them swim fast and start moving towards the island. And as they were getting closer, they find out that it is not an island, but a big stone. To climb on it, they have to work a little hard. But first they have to reach there. Sometimes Susie feels something coming towards her. After a while she gets a touch, and the next moment she disappears. Everyone was surprised that where did she go? Luke starts looking for her, and suddenly she is seen on her neck a little far away. But there was a lot of blood around her, which means her skin is also clean. Meanwhile, when Luke looks down, a lot of small fish were eating the parts of her body. And she had never seen such a scene in her life. Neither can he tell Claire about this, so he tells his friends that she is not among us. Now only 2 friends are left out of 4 friends. But somewhere Claire had realized that maybe they will also be in the same state as others. So she tells Luke what is in her heart, that she loves him. But she never shared this with Luke, and both hug each other. After which he brings his broken surfing board, and now he has only one goal: to somehow reach that rock. But if he reaches there so easily, the story will end like this. So when they swim a little far, Tan finds out that someone is watching them. And this is the same shark who first collided with Susie when they first got into the water. Now they have only one option left: to swim with all their strength. And they do the same. Both of them hold each other and move forward together. Luke keeps checking in between that if she's coming close. They were just about to reach. But when Luke looks down this time, the shark was behind him. They both immediately start climbing that rock. But as soon as I told you that this rock is completely standing, and its stones are also going to slip, so it is very difficult to climb it. Luke climbs the clear by doing something that he can't do. Claire tries to pull him up, but then the shark comes and takes him with it, and he disappears forever. After this incident, Claire completely breaks down. A few days ago, she lost her brother, her love, her friends, everything. In the end, it is told that this story is completely real. The girl who is Claire's name was Kate. After a while, the fishing boat saved her. But when they went to find Warren, they didn't find him anywhere, which means he is also dead. And with this story ends here. What do you learn from this story? Do tell us by commenting below. See you in the next video. Peace out.